Hello, everybody. Talking about today, I was wondering what we're going to talk about. Went out to an afternoon coffee. I like the coffee shop that I go there. It's right next to a church. This used to be the coffee shop. Used to be a bookstore. And the energies there is pretty good. And I had an afternoon coffee, and right there, the coffee note that comes in here in Bulgaria. I don't know, maybe also in different places in the world they do that. With the coffee, they brings you a lucky note, and it says there the friendships. It is made from one soul in two bodies. It was so funny when I got that message, and I was thinking, what should we talk about today? What should we be looking at? And within this is the current energies of purging. I decided to go ahead and put in the fastest way you to purge things from within yourself. Those are purging energies, situations, and someone, and to help you to with all this process, because there was quite a few questions about Dio. How long is going to take us to purge? How long should we stay without exchanging energies? How long this? How long that? Actually, it all depends on your abilities to purge, your understanding from the purge, from these energies of the old self, the old situations, the old things. They don't have a purpose anymore from within you, but the ability is in you to sense this. Is the ability to recognize your own red flags, to recognize the things that doesn't help you to grow, to evolve, to move forward. The ability is you to go ahead and let them go and allow this process of purging really to happening from within you. So that's what we're going to be talking about today for it. I believe this is a very great topic for you guys for, and my message, I don't understand why. Maybe too many. There you go. There we go. So I want to recognize the people who came in so far in the chat. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Diamond B, Erica, Margot, Detective. Great to have you here. Lorianne, Grande, Unseen and Set, and the Detective. The peculiar daughter say the same. You always have stuff to purge as long as you are incarnate, but the process becomes easier as faster as you ascend. Actually, that is correct. So you're totally correct about this. The more you ascend, the more actually you have tools to work with. So imagine that you have a workshop and you have like one screwdrivers only. Can you be able to do all the homework of building a house just with a screwdriver? Well, probably you can't. Talking about, you can go to a Varovic mountain there and you begin with a screwdriver, chisel it up little by little, little by little, until you get in there, right? But it takes you too long time. You're looking for something, you're looking to upgrade in there. Then you go and you get one of those chisels in there, and now the chisel is got a little bit more space to remove. It gets faster, but still's not right until you get in and you improve yourself to a point that actually you get this beautiful jackhammer that it goes in there and just building it from within, and you create this beautiful cave house, what they called, from within. So you need to have the tools. And what is the tools are? Where the tools are coming from within you? They're inside of you, the inside of your soul. So, for example, for whatever is situations you need to purge that out from within you, you go into the pain, you go into the situations, you're going into the energy, you're going into the gravitations, everything, the answers, there's in there. You look inside, take a look at it deep from within, and look at it. What can you do? Can you improve it and fix it? Or this is totally a disaster that you have to let it go. If you cannot move forward, if you cannot getting ahead of it, if you cannot serve a purpose anymore from within you, you will know. You will try to fix things. Um, you will give chances. You will give an opportunities, and so on and so on. But the energy is not gonna be there to work. That is gonna be the first thing. Is like what I'm doing this. You're catching up your own red flags from within yourself. You look at those red flags within yourself, you understand this is not going to help you for the future. This is an old understanding, old situations. And now you're looking at what new I can do. That is a when you're actually looking at for the new tool to get and build your cave house. That is a when you have this aha moment. The more faster you're getting into the aha moment, the faster you're going to be looking at for solutions and the situations you do remove the things that doesn't serve a purpose anymore in your life. Once you understand what is the purpose from within you and understanding what's sabotaging your purpose, what is holding you down, what it's removing the situations, you're going to be making the decisions to move forward. And as soon as you move forward, you're going to be pulled back. You're going to be pulled back and you're going to see what is holding me back, why I feel insecure, why cannot this, why is not what it's so want. And then you go back and you find the reasons. When you find the reasons, you will understand the solutions. And as soon as you find the solutions, you're going to be able to purge that out. You're going to be able to do this part of the inner work to let that go. If that was the energies inside of you, go out for a walk and picture that all these toxic energies, they're kind of like falling behind you. Okay, if that is a trait from within you, you have something from within yourself. You feeling at those from within, it is like, you know what? It's time for me to cut that crap off. I'm doing it because I learned it. And I want to fix my life. If I want to fix my life and move forward, then I have to move forward from within. Those are the people who has overcome their addictions. Those are we talking about alcohol, drugs, and so on and so on. Actually, the biggest addictions that most of the people don't talk about it. That is a attention seeking. That's what this is. If you look from within your side in yourself, the attention seeking that creates a lot of situations that should not be that. It's leading the primary concern about a codependency inside of you. So when you look at it in this and you're understanding from within yourself, you're going to be able to purge all this stuff because within your spirituality comes the energies inside of you that lead you to upgrade your personality. But it's going to require act upon it. You to create actions opposite of the things that you are going to have to purge. That's what this is. That is this energies inside of you guys that get you forward, moving you forward. You evolve, you grow, you understand, you making yourself things. Otherwise, you're staying inside of the rabbit hole. And guess what? The situations keeps repeating over and over and over again. And you feel like, why I'm not moving, why I'm not evolving, why I'm not this, what is not that. Inside of it from within yourself. Because you have not changed your actions. You're experiencing, you have a different experience. Once you have a different experience, you understand how beautiful that is from within yourself. CC, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Queen Master, thank you for coming in. Detective, social media makes the attention seeking so much worse. Exactly, does that. And here is with the attention seeking situations for it. All of a sudden, once you understand the attention seeking, it's kind of like a disease, would call it from within. You will understand that the people who are seeking so much attention for it and stuff from within this, they still have not matured to develop this. They need the attentions for one reasons to get the energy from it. They're gonna feel like, yeah, that I'm special and so on and so on, and somebody else can do things for me. That is the one reason the attention seekers does. Okay, is totally opposite of the people who are seekers. They are seeking for solutions. They're seeking for help. They're seeking to grow. And you're gonna know the difference between the attention seekers and the seekers is by the actions. The attention seekers, they don't create actions and they stay in the same spot. While the seekers, they are there, they're doing actions, they constantly do research, they constantly work on themselves, they constantly improving themselves. And guess what? They are moving. And when they are moving forward, they actually purged out their old self from within their personality, and they upgraded their personality and the base of the spirituality from within them. That is the purpose of the spirituality. That is the purpose of the religions. That is the purpose of the cultures developed for it. But don't forget about it. All this spirituality, religions, cultures, and so on, they have two sides. It all depends of how you're gonna look of these two sides from within. You're gonna look the positive and the negative, and you're gonna illuminate yourself to move forward, or you're staying on the one side. Okay, if it's something within a culture, it's preventing you to go for it, then look at it. What do you have to do on the opposite side to overcome the culture? If it is something within even the spirituality or the religion situations and so on, guess what? Nothing is perfect. You're not perfect either. Neither do I. But looking inside the gate from within you, that you gonna go through it. That gate from within yourself of self-improvement. That's what the self-improvement, it is the highest power you have from within you. The more you catching yourself inside of you, the better is going to be, and the faster you are going to be getting there and moved for it. Um, let's see here on the chat. I'm very ready for a 6 o'clock today. Can't wait. Yeah, for it here it's almost, it's kind of like 45 minutes with this. I know what you're talking about, CC. Detective, that some people even get annoyed when they get the attentions of someone other than who they want it from. Oh yeah, that it's called jealousy at some point. That it's going to be this parts of why is that? Immaturity. Because if they were matured enough, they will understand that the attentions that you are actually seeking, as somebody's going to give you the attentions on their own. You don't have to go out there. You don't have to ask, pray, beg for attention or beg for love. The begging for love, that is the worst thing. That is the worst thing of codependency that can happen for it. So yeah, you're totally right, Detective. I totally agree with you. Woman without country. Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Greetings from Mallorca. Nice to see you, Leo. Thank you for coming in here. Glad to see you here. And talking about like now within this purging season, it all depends how fast you're gonna go through this purging seasons that we are going to have. Currently, as you pay the attentions of the astrogravitational report that I did, Saturn today walks into Pisces. That is a closing about 30 years. 30 years cycle of things that happen within your life. So if you're younger than that, whoever, how much you have from within you, the younger people, it's going to be more easier for them to purge out that. But if you have more age experience, you have more things that you need to do with it. Whoa, big dog is in the house. Good morning to you. You just woke up. Thank you for being here, big dog. For and looking at inside, talking about Mr. Saturn behind me. Okay, I love him. He is a very coachable, teachable planet in there, but he's also the one that I am not gonna be coming in. I'm not giving you this. You're not ready for it. Where do you think you're going? You don't know what you're doing. That's him. Okay. And I'm talking about 30 years back. Your life from 30 years back. For example, I'm a 49. 30 years back, everything from my 19s, 20s until today. That is that energy that I have to purge from within me. That is the situations from within. Right now, Mercury is together within Pisces in there, that it tells you the communications about this from it. So I'm not talking about 30 years from now. 30 years from now, about 2 years and something, almost three, Saturn is going to move into Aries. That's going to begin the new learnings, the new situations, the new reborn, the new things from inside of you. Okay, and when we're talking about with this, part of Saturn will be don't bring old crap into the new house. You're gonna bring only the positive, only the great things. That's what this purge right now feel energies like this. But look at it right now within you. This purging season, that right now Mercury is going to be kind of like passing pretty quick through Pisces. Once he gets into Aries, he's going to give us what? The communications. He's going to give us the right messages about the purge from within you. And the faster you cut that something it's stopping you to move forward, the faster you're going to see the reasons. You're going to look at it for within you, and then you are going to be moving ahead, because the purge is the one coming in that is a for the things that you don't need anymore in your life. Picture like this: you having a 5-bedroom house. Okay, you pile so many things, and now all of a sudden you are moving to a 2-bedroom house. What are you going to do with the things that you have in your 3 bedrooms extra? You have to let them go, because first of all, there is no space in there, and second of all, you hold on tight to the things that prevent you to move from the 5-bedroom into the 2-bedroom. Okay, and if you look at it within all this, the negative side is like, oh, I'm going to take all this stuff and I'm going to pile it within the rooms. I'm going to use only the one room, and then I'm going to still have all the whole thing. And probably you're not going to be able to fit it, and you're not using the space, and everything else is just not. But if you look at it, the positive side, I'm a downsizing. I'm saving money for retirement. I'm going to move forward. I'm just going to be bringing there the things that I need. The rest of them, I'm just going to sell it, resell it, or get rid of it, and so on and so on. That is the practical part within the 3D. But within you, that is the energies, old learnings, old cultures, old things from the religions. They're not helping you with your evolution within the universe inside of you. You're going to feel what this is for it. Do I feel heavy today? Yeah, I feel heavy today. I'm going to tell you guys why. Sissy has her antennas focused on Dio. for it. I had a very hard night sleeping. Actually, I went to sleep at 11, woke up at 3, get up at 4. I was about to fall asleep here on the computer. As soon as you go back into the bed, I couldn't fall asleep. There's so much vision, so much energy. So I'm like, come on, universe, either makes me sleep or make me work on a computer, because when I'm here, I can't work on a computer. I want to fall asleep. When I go in the bed, I can't fall asleep because of all the visions. So I'm exhausted. I mean, I've been probably drinking coffee all day for, but that is the part of the full moon. Okay, full moon. We are in a full moon situations, and some of the full moons they are affecting so much for it. The main reason is that I have a Chiron in Aries. Yeah. Now the Chiron in Aries, together with Venus, Jupiter in Aries, is trigger me to heal. But also because I'm the wounded healer, I have to help others to heal. And there is so much energy came in from that full moon. Okay, came in so much energy. I had some lot of visions, a lot of situations, a lot of things, a lot of over getting. I wasn't angry. I had some 5D communications and so on, but I was just constantly explaining and talking. I couldn't sleep. So I know that some of you getting into this, but you need to understand when there is an unsolvable situation, there isn't energies in there inside of it. That's what there is. You let these things into the universe. Yes, there is a heavy energies. I mean, Saturn with his heaviness moving to Pisces. He's not that much powerful in Pisces, except one thing. He's the karmic ruler. And he tells you, in the end, is like, all right, let's see. What the heck did you do in the past 30 years? Oh, you ghosted this person, so you've been ghosted, so you learned a lesson. Oh, you got money, but they got money from you. Oh, you were acting like this, but now they acted to you. You learned this lesson, so you got this, you got that. Uh, you pile up so much energies inside of you that is not yours. You took negative energies from people. Now you gotta clean this up. You gotta better have protections. Oh, you had a codependency issues because of this. You have a childhood traumas. Man, you need to clean this up here. Let me teach you how, and so on. And that's what goes on right now. That is all these karmic situations that actually Saturn gives you the bill of your past 30 years for. So, Unseen and Set, thank you for the sending love to everybody. Grande, thank you for the hearts. EO, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here in the chat. Being a separation from Twin Flame, I had a confusion and about with the divines going behind the scene. Yes, there is a lot of the Twin Flame soulmate connections is going to be coming rise up from within. That is it, the moments that you're going to have to understand. Some of the twin flames cannot be together. Some of the soulmates is going to be ending. Some of the situations is going to be ending. Some of the divine energies are going to be coming out. That's what Saturn is going to do. Saturn is telling you one thing. Either you did the work, you learned the situations, then guess what? You solve your karma, go to Pluto. Pluto's going to help you to get into the new energies because Pluto moving where? In Aquarius. Okay, and now within about 2 weeks, we are going to have the new moon in Aries, but that's not going to be just new moon. This is the new astrology year. Every time there is a new moon in Aries, that is a new rebirth from within you. You beginning again into the treadmill of the wheel of life. you begin to be reborn. That's why this ending of the sun right now going into Pisces, okay, you are getting the aftermath of the last year. But now since Saturn moves in there, it is about aftermath of all this purging of all these 30 years. So there's gonna be an issues within you, there's gonna be situations, but look at the answers in there. And the more faster you let it go, the more faster you're going into the new road, to the new happiness, to the new situations, to higher level of existence, higher level of spirituality, energy, gravitations, and so forth on. So if there is a separations in there, look at it inside of the separations. What caused the separation? Can be fixed? If the answer is no, then you have to purge it and let it go. Move. Okay? Don't stop your own personal growth and just sit there and wait something to happen. Okay? That is my advice. Lindy Cowling said this 12 years ago. She said if your twin flame doesn't come, don't sit and wait for it. There is a things, there is a reasons behind the veil for it. And don't put your life on hold. Okay? That is one of her first videos. She's in the red chair. I don't remember what the video was, but I kind of like watched it quite a few times in there, trying to understand what is she was talking about. So it took me, back in the days, 12 years ago, we're talking about, it took me a lot to understand because I was looking for the energies, to understand the energies. What is this all going on within me for? So this is why I'm giving you a reference in there. Detective, I've been feeling much better since my TF energy has been blocked, but yesterday for a few hours in the afternoon I had an unexplained restlessness. I didn't know what the spirit wanted me to do. There is something, portion of you have not let it go. That could be a sadness, that could be a pain because of missed opportunity, the missed chance, the missing energy. Maybe you guys made it a plan that turns to be a sensei, darling, sensei, hey, sensei, come here. And talking about this, okay, when you make a plans with somebody, when you have this love with somebody, and so on and so on, for it, that is it, the plan where the energy is involved, the situations are involved. But if it turns out to be only one-sided, or it turns out to be what they call it in the psychology, a shared fantasy only, without backing up with actions, then inside of you there is going to be this energy emotional hole of missed opportunity, and maybe that's going to be the one of the triggers inside of you that it's going to be kind of like because if you're trying to do the same thing, you're like well, I'm trying to do the same thing. The last thing I did, it was total disaster. Now you have to look, why did it happen disaster? Now you have to look inside of you. Why did this disaster happen? And learn from the disaster. And now doing it from within. The best thing it is during this so-called shared fantasies or plans to live together and so on and so on, you to go ahead and fulfill the energy that you invested in there. That way, in your side, that emotional hole, that emotional situations is fulfilled from within you. Okay, don't worry about the counterpart, don't worry about the twin flame situations, none of that. Only worry about these energies that comes in. Sometimes when I get that feeling, I end up being guided to something on YouTube to watch, but not this time. So this time they told you don't look inside of you, because you maybe feel for some other reasons, which is That could be the message, that the divine message is for you to do things on you. My TF would never have done her work, no matter the plan seems to be work out, if I was well. What we are living now, and this is a real plan, and the only opportunity that maybe she does her work and heals. Don't only say the only chance, the only opportunity. That is a only chance, only opportunity. That is a about from within you. You're self-limiting yourself. Okay, that is a this power of Saturn that right now it's telling you, well, I'm limiting you. I'm limiting you. To look at your limits. That's what this is. This power of Saturn is to look at those limits within yourself. Um, psychics really helpful about the TF situations. I have had connections with the best of them, especially in a TF, but I got me more confused. You need to understand that twin flames on their own are psychics because they're operating with the mirroring neurons, the energies exchanges. I already talked about this EO for it. And if you're getting more confused for it, because the psychic who are never been into the twin flames, they only have reading or understanding about twin flames, they cannot really help you. Okay, but the twin flames coaches or twin flame psychic situations, they can read you simply because they can read the specific twin flame energies exchange energies. Even in the best coaches, maybe they're gonna miss the situations out from within. The best thing for this is to dive within the energies and to look the both side of the energies in you, but also in your twin flame. This is what I'm trying to do the best right now, and to do with this is like create a like a little center for people who can comes in, for couples who are in twin flames situations, so they can comes in, they can stay for a week there, and see what I can be able to help them out. That's the plans that I'm trying to develop right now within Spain. So it's not a commercial. This is some of the people already know about it. They know what this is all about, and planning to have a lavender field, because the lavender is the one who helps you with all those energies of anxiety, creations, PTSD, and so on, creating within. So if you feel confused, EO, the question is look within the confusion. The confusion usually comes in. It's like, well, I felt that that might be, but turns out to be a totally different. Usually, someone or something within the energy was actually kind of like presentations, or that was a situations when somebody didn't kept their word. They didn't back that up, the energy and the words they spoken with actions. So basically, it's unfinished business. So now you are wondering and confused. Why? Why did the things happen? Why did the situations didn't happen? What is that? And if I was you, I will look at it into the confusion and trying to see that this confusion doesn't bring you peace, doesn't helps you to move forward. You may have to look within the confusions and actually get it out. Get it out of the system. Purge that out. Okay. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for coming in. Detective, hold on. I have to look on there. I'm not limiting myself, but rather realizing she would not have healed without being pushed into a corner by the universe. That is a between her and the universe. And if you focus on that energy, but not focus from within you, detective, what do? You're slowing down your process. And the biggest purge that you need to do in that case will be to just completely let it go. Let the relationship between her and the universe does its work. If it's meant to be, it will be. Look inside of you. Go ahead and develop yourself for a better. Work on your own issues, work on your own pitfalls. Maybe this is something that you need to work from within, but that is going to be my kind of like suggestions for you. Even if I had healed, even if things appear to work, she will not have been well. Even this false sense of security will have been helped her and hidden even more. Yeah, the situations, there is a lot of the twin flames have exactly the same thing. They have exact the same situations for it because there is no truth. You see what you actually said in there, hidden even more. There is no truth. And I've been preaching about this truth for a very since the beginning of the twin flames. Brings the truth out about the twin flames. Still working it within the twin flames detector. And I finding that 99.9% of no union is this lack of truth, lack of actions. Because if the truth was accepted, you're gonna do the true action. But guess what? There was no truth. There was secrets. There was lies. There was deceits. There was hold on some energies, hold on situations, hold on to admit that you're damaged, hold on to tell that you are immature, or hold on to say that I can promise you things, but I don't know how to fulfill it. To ask for the help. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is. There is a lot of this because the society has not matured, but the twin flames comes into awakening the spirituality within you to improve this personality inside of it. And once the personality is changed and the base of the spirituality, guess what? There is the evolving in there, but you have to let it go of the old habits, the old way of thinking, the old way of actions, and create the work. It's not only inner work. Inner work you can do in your own, you can do your within yourself, but guess what? If you are out there and you struggle in your 3D life, the situations and so on, then there is something inside of you prevent you to do the physical work, the situations and so forth. I've been having a jobs from cleaning the airport in O'Hara to being a maintenance technicians and a very high salary. Okay, but I did the work. I worked first or second shift, and I was going at night at college to study. So I did that, actions, performance, and so on. Not to put myself on a spot, just giving you an example, guys. Okay, so if you want to fix things in your life, you have to let it go of the old. I had to go ahead and study technical English with the situations when I moved to the States. Okay, so it was hard. It wasn't easy. But guess what? Hard work pays hard. Okay, so the answer in you and what physicians can see limited compared to what you can see. Thank you for your logical response. My confusion is mostly of not trusting the universe. If you don't trust the universe, that tells me one thing. You either don't trust people, or you don't trust yourself. Because if you have a trust from within you, the universe will trust within you. If you don't trust the universe, there's trust issues. Take a look inside of yourself. Grande, you are just a really good and genuine person, and what you send out sometimes will make a big difference. Thank you. Diamond B, Detective Hunt, slow down. Yeah, just not blowing the chant for it. Yeah, my own depressions and alcoholism, the problem were worsened by her energy and triggered her to do her work. Yeah, we're talking about letting it go of the addictions. A lot of the people go into the addictions just to escape doing the inner work. And I experiencing this within my own family, my own brother. He could not overcome the addictions to the alcohol. That's what happened there. There's anything I can do for him? People ask me if I can help him. And well, I help him a lot. And you know what? He didn't did the inner work on himself. Now I understanding that he cannot do in the work that only he can do. Only you can actually decide to get rid of the drugs, the alcohol, the situations, the addictions, and so on. It's you, not somebody else, because you are in control within yourself. And that is the triggers and the things that goes on. Um, the mirroring, you probably have the same situations in there, and the mirroring, it's very kind of like you gotta be very careful with who you're mirroring. You can mirroring these days with pretty much everybody. Oh yeah, you can mirroring pretty much with everybody. That's what right now is gonna be looking at the energies later on. You to be careful with who you're mirroring, with who you mixed your soul with inside. But when you clean, when you're getting in there, you can clean up also your mirrors from within you, the mirrors inside of you. You can brush off the dust, you can remove some of the exchanges that you have. This is going to take some a little bit more work, but some of this purging, that's what this is about it. To purge the toxicity, the remove. And this is available to everybody, even the society and the situations. Even they don't realize that this new energy, it is like a clean water that comes and washing the mirrors. So yeah, yeah, the energy of yeah, just guys calm down a little bit the vibrations, okay? Um, yeah, there could be some things in there with the energies. So please keep the chant, within. I know because right now the energies are very intense, and yeah, and those intense energies right now are coming. I see them, and you can feel dizzy and can feel the situations, but calm down the vibrations a little bit. Use the inner peace, guys. How about practicing the inner peace during high vibrations? This is like the hurricane coming and everyone goes crazy. And you're like, calm down, people. Hold on. We got to organize and everything. And everyone is like, ah. That's what this is. You to practice the inner peace inside of you, these energies. Juanita, hi. One of my gifts is they mimic me, so it works, or it works out not to what I want, but I'm purging my foot down and not allowing them to walk all over me. Yeah, but Juanita, you have to look inside. Maybe you need to have some situations inside of you to look. Maybe your stubbornness for it, uh, within this for it. Okay, so the things inside of you, they are going to be uh, overcoming this stubbornness. That's going to lead you to more cooperations. Hi, Svetoslav. Yes, I'm going to do it. Just for a second, I'm going to be speaking Bulgarian for it. I am going to give you the Nuri's Facebook. Ще ти дам на Нури Фейсбук, ще можеш да се свържеш с него. Просто днеска го питах и той даде разреши да ти го дам на теб, така че ще ти го дам. Само ме напиши един меседж на Фейсбук, ако не знаеш моя Фейсбук, той е на канала. Има отгоре където е. И така. И ще можеш да вземеш. Аз ще ти го дам, за да можеш да си говориш лично с него. Voilà. Um, that was about my roommate, who is also a twin flame. His name is Nuri. Some of you maybe heard about it. He's needs some communications, and Svetoslav was needed for connection with him. And I promise him I'm going to give Nuri's Facebook account. And he say, "Thank you guys, and you to be alive and healthy, and thank you." So that's what they said in there. Diamond B related to what? For. So here is to catching. Right now we're talking about these energies of releasing. Okay, the releasing. The more you're catching what you're creating with this, the faster you let it go, the faster you're gonna move. Because when you move, let's be talking about when you move. When you move out of this energy, you're gonna be increasing more with your power. You're gonna go down, your energy is low, you see your issue, and then your energy is coming up, coming up, coming up. But guess what? You started from here. The next time though, you're gonna go up here. And you're gonna see the reason is that you fixed your gap in there. By you lowering the gap, that progress, it's gonna be in there. And then the next time you're gonna go down, okay, the gap is gonna be this much until you begin and doesn't have these ups and downs anymore from within you. You're gonna be practicing the balance, the middle line, the situations. You're gonna have ups and downs, but they're not gonna be that much from within you and the energies that you are going to have. You're gonna have your full potential of energies within you, because the energy right now, it's not hold on, it's not in the reserve, it's not of maybe, could have, should have, would have, is not anymore kind of like wasted or not used. Right now, you are in your 100% capabilities from within you. Then that energy, when you reach that situation, you might not reach 100%, even if you reach 80, 90%, okay? Still, it's going to be better if you are 30 or 40. It's going to be much, much better for you. And let me tell you, there's going to be a time that this energy is going to come in and rise up, beginning of a little bit after the summer. You guys going to see it, but all begins from now. All begins from what you are doing with this purge, okay? Because of removing the clutter, it's shining the sun. Okay, guys, you wipe off the dust and everything is sparkling. Okay, and that is also including from your internal world, from within you. Things that you learn from others, situations that you learn from others, or situations they have from others, and all that mud, when it settles down, the mud actually it is the place where the fishes they bury themselves during the winter, and it creates a life. It's about creations. You're gonna understand things from within you over and over and over. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. I know that the topic was sensitive. I know the topic was so on and so on, but it's needed. Okay, it is needed because the more you're purging out, the more free you are, the more happy you will be, the more energy will be within you to create. That's what you're here for. You need to understand the more you purge, the more you're going to have this power of creations inside of you. Who knows what you're going to create? Divine creations, heaven on earth. Who knows? It all depends on you. from within you guys. It's always about you. So that's what I have for you today. If you guys have any questions now, or if you have so many ideas for a topic, I know that the energies are. Ooh, if you want to talk about the energies, we talked about yesterday about astrology. I don't want to talk about, but if you have so many topics, guys, let me know. We are going to be talking about the topics. Okay. What about purging cigarettes, Dio? I have this problem too. Okay, Juanita. So, I want you to get a piece of paper and write it down. The things I want to get rid of myself, but I want to consciously get rid of, and write it out. Before I rid of everything else, first I'm going to get rid of the cigarettes. Write it down on a piece of paper and put that piece of paper somewhere. I will suggest you to put a sticky note in the mirror every morning when you see yourself there. So that is going to be like reminding for you. And this is going to be a remind from within yourself that's going to tell you, quit your cigarettes, quit your cigarettes, quit your cigarettes. That's going to become a thought pattern inside of you. And then you are going to be working with that. Just giving you kind of like situations. That's how I quit the cigarettes in the first place. It's proven. Okay? It is proven. Write it down. Whatever you don't like within your life, write it down and look at it every single day. Okay? Dio, you said not mixing the energies. How about with the energies with TF? The energies with TF, it is okay, but if you cleaning and purging yourself and now you mix with in the twin flame, you may be passing your own issues, your own fears, your own situations into them without even realizing in there. So if you have a very good psychic situations from within, you might be talking with your twin flame, okay? But don't try to put this inner work that you have to do of purging, of cleaning, of improving in yourself into him. Basically, you're going to be kind of like a transfer your own baggage into him. So if that's only about you, love in situations, positiveness, inner peace in situations, yes. But the energies of the inside of things that may be hidden beneath the surface, be careful because right now those energies, they're traveling all together. So if you're talking with your twin flame, is good. Even if it's good to talk about these situations when I purge, and I'm working on this, I'm cleaning it in this, I am improving it in this. You're actually saying it, but while you're saying it, be careful with the energies exchanges in there, because by you saying it, I'm doing it, you may be actually doing it like this, and you're getting a past the energy inside of it to it. So be careful with this. But the purging kit is about you to clean up yourself before you actually do this. But with your twin flame, you can talk. There is no problem with communication. So as long as you're aware of what is going on. Will something special happen on the 22nd of March with the energies? Yes, actually, this is the new astrology year. We are going to have pretty much Pluto, Sun, Moon, and Mercury coming together in that vicinity. And when we have a midheaven, which is going to be the midday, 12 o'clock in there, we're going to have the midheaven. This is going to be kind of like a poof of energy, the new beginning, the new communications, the new situations in there. But it's going to be triggered by Mars. Mars is going to be squaring all those. So people who are not happy there is a new year because they didn't get the iPhone Pro 14 or whatever number is right now, iPhone situations, they're going to be like, yeah, there is a new year, but there is no iPhone for me. You guys don't love me. And that's what it's going to be more. So during this 22nd of March, while the other people is like, okay, I did this, I did that, I finished this, I learned my lessons, I did this, I begin new life, I begin to do something new, I get in it, I'm pumped up, fired up, super excited. That is going to be that energy on the 22nd of March. So, granted, that's what it's going to be. You know, people would choose. You can't choose for people, but the people would choose. They have this from within themselves. Keeping this little light-hearted pray for me. I have 30 years of purging. Well, you don't have to purge 30 years, your past 30 years. All you have to do is recognize it, that these things, you don't need them anymore in your life. And you don't even want to think about them anymore within your life. That's it. You don't go back. You going and you delete the memories of this. And if you had a bad experience about certain places, certain events, certain situations, go create it new if you have to. If you cannot create it new like this, go do and replace something in its space, something productive, something more rewarded. Rewarded to yourself, rewarded to the universe, rewarded to the society. Go do, replace it within. So a lot of the people, they are like, why cannot purge? You cannot purge because you're not used to it, to doing the inner work within you. Detective, I'm off. These sessions was enough to remind me why I stopped coming here, but you're right. Spirit is telling me to look in myself. Good luck practicing reading, everyone. Completing topic tend to take longer than the line and balance reciprocal interactions. So we should be able to use the chat for its use there. You're right, detective, but if there is a blowing so much energies in there, you know, don't take it personally. I think that maybe you should look inside of yourself, not to take the things personally. Taking yourself with the compassion and understanding that maybe there is other members up here that you came out with too much strong energies and they feel your inner confusions from within the room. There may be a hypersensitive within yourself. That's what the chat room is for. I know the energies in the chat room, it's felt with other members. And that's what the mutual respect is coming. You know, that's what one of the things with the chat room is not blowing the chat. And the situations, and you're good, you need help, yes, you're going to need help, and so on. And you're always welcome here. You don't have to just kind of like go on. But as I said to you, you know, look inside. You will find, and when you overcome this, you can come back with these beautiful energies. You can deserve to give these energies to you. You can do this as long as you believe in you, your personal belief. Okay? So there are other spaces where we can all feel seen, validated, understood, where I have never this issue. I only have it here. Thank you for the insight, guys. Felicia out. Well, detective, that is your, you know, your choices. Nobody's stopping anything for it. You can see, you can look, and it is what it is within the energies, and especially that right now it's this full moon energies for it. I don't take it personally. Hopefully no one here in the room is going to take personally situations, because by taking personally, that is a immaturity from within. So if there is anything, I want to apologize to all of you in the chat there. It's impossible to prevent things like this. But however, we are looking at that through that exactly situations, we actually is going to be looking what the issues are. We'll fix this issue. We're going to move forward. That's what the beauty of this is. All right. Yes, that works. Positive formation always works. Yes. Detective, especially since no one answered the live chat group either, where we are allowed to write. I don't have too much time within the chat room. And Detective, if you look at it, is about the chat group that it's in a Facebook. There is very small, limited amount of people is in there. It's not everyone that it wants to go ahead and respond and so on and so on. It is what it is, and there is nothing. Nobody can be forced to answer, like, to respond, or so on in this. So again, don't take this personal. Okay, it's gonna help you. Dio, what was has been your own personal need situations on your twin flame? Dio, what has been your own personal needs need situation your twin flame? There is a lot of situations actually. For it, we're talking about. I had to learn first of all what the heck that was. It was very hard in the beginning. Back then, we're talking about quite a few years back. There was not even informations about it. Right away, talk about like when I begin to understand what it was to get in there. The need is about to get into the end of the journey, the real journey as a twin flames. That you experiencing that love, you consume that love, you do everything, you getting in everything. You do as I say, okay? You perform it on all levels within you. There is very hard situations of people to understand the needs, the energies from within. Okay, there is still a lot of confusions. I spoke about this before that the understanding and the knowledge of what twin flames is not that much. Even after all this progress that we've been made in as a humanity. Okay, this is like I mean that's like 5 years ago, I believe, where they got it to these positions to finally acknowledge it, what the situations is. But if you look at it back in the days, Microsoft did the study and they said the mirroring neurons, it is actually that's what you transfer informations from it. And they begin to study all this because they're like, well, if the people are saying the same information, same situations, and they have energies exchange and so on, what the heck is going on? So the French professors, they did all this. They look at it, the ignitions of the mirroring neurons within the brain. That moment of ecstasy, they powers that up in there. So what did I need is a twin truth. That's all he needs. Truth with everything. Sissy, what happened, detective? I had a phone call, so missed most of it. I can telepathically communicate with my TF when she's sleeping. I walk mode. It's noisy. You have to be very careful and respect their personal things within the twin flame. Mel said one thing. I give her 15 minutes a day before the union. Kind of like getting into this room, and we had these 5D communications, and that was it. And you have to look at it that don't mix up your twin flame energies continuously, constantly, 24/7. That turns into obsession. It is not healthy. neither for your connections with your twin flame, neither for you, because there is only one thing, an obsession that is not healthy, and that can lead to a lot of turmoil. So of course you're stuck on one spot for it. You're kind of like a demanding, asking, so on. You have a fight. One day you're up, and the next day you don't want to see your twin flame because they don't react on the energy. So there is a lot of situations with all this. So be careful with this telepathic communications inside. Communicate only when it's needed, for example, for a purpose. Okay. Detective, please stay. Do you know what he's talking about? Trust me. For Erica, thank you. Oops. Erica, thank you. I understand the responsibility of my role. If my TF, I'll be happy to learn more. Exactly. Juanita, yes, detective. Sometimes the truth hurts. Uh, Heaven's Cross. Yes, Grandy, there's going to be some situations with this. You're welcome. Juanita, you're doing great, deal. You just know each personal issues are. Detective, you are concerned about who reached out, it's protection. Yes, you also have to protect yourself in certain situations. So that's what I was saying about it. Nowadays, it's very easy to mix the energies. Mix the energies from within this. That's what I said. Try not to pick up energies from other people. Try not to send so much energies out. For so here's an example. Somebody sent energies out, and somebody picked it up, and there he is. That's what goes on. And some other people think that I know what that is, and this is why we're doing this, so the people can see that this is a real situations. We are not just having a chat here on the YouTube and so on, so we can make ourselves feel good. No, we actually are the example of this world. We are the example. The more better we're getting, the better there will be after us. We paving a road, and right now we show them how we're paving this road. Okay? Can you imagine we paving a road within the darkness? The only reason is we're holding the light right up front, and we only see like maybe a few feet away or 2 meters away from us. But we keep on going. We paving that road after and after and after. Because if you look in the back, you're going to see how many more people they're going to be coming after it, and they're going to make a very beautiful highway after us down the road. That's what we are here for. We break in patterns. We break the limitations. We broke into these new energies. We broke in the old grid here. We talk about the new energy. The new energy comes in, the Schumann resonance confirmed it, and all the people is like, wow, what kind of synchronicity is this? It's not only a synchronicity, guys. It is the way of life is. We are going with the universe energies. This is the beauty for this chat room. This is the beauty of this chat room. This is the beauty because we are all team here. Of course, there's going to be a situations. Of course, there's going to be some things. But that's what I said. Mature people never take things personally. You don't have to. It's part of growing. It's part of being. But you also have to be yourself. And you also have to have a respect with others and situations. So I think that everything it is. He probably is going to watch the video later on. If he left, I don't know, Diamond B, I want you to relax as well. Yeah, I know that the energies is the way they are, but it's all about how we handle it. Okay? How we handle it. Are we going to handle it in the new way? Are we going to handle it of it is what it is? Maybe it's the path of the journey. Maybe that is shows up something. Maybe there is a wound inside that he has to look from within himself. Maybe it's the wounds that we are healing these energies. You see, everything happens for a reason, guys. Okay? All you have to do is relax. The things are gonna be the way they're meant to be. Okay? So, you guys have any idea for a topic tomorrow? I will be happy for you. If not, I will make some a topic, and I believe it's overdue time. I'm gonna have a puff with you guys for it. Yeah, don't worry about Diamond B. Okay, don't put. All right, just give it the love and the light out there in the world, and let the universe does its work. Always here, the 2Ds are incredible. The Diamond B. Juanita, this is serious, uh, extraordinary hard work. It's not like walk in a park. No, it's not like a walk in a park, but you can actually say to yourself, it's like a walk in a park. Okay? Yeah. But yes, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of psychic power from within you to keep on walking in the positive way, not destruction. It's a positive, creative way. Yes. We all work together as a whole, and that is the tier humanity. Exactly. That's what it is. We're working better. Grande, thumbs up, good high fives, build the muscles, send the love. Exactly. That's what it is. We are here to help the next generations that they are waking up so much earlier than before. Yeah, they are gonna be. You're gonna see it, people, young people. They're gonna be coming out. Wait for the new moon. That new moon is gonna be shaking things up a lot this year. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of shaking up. Intentions. That's my topic. What kind of intentions you talking about, Tiffany? Specific, please. Because intentions that could be of so many things. If you can kind of like intentions about certain topic or something. For actually, they're in separations now and not even in a relationship. I only receive noisy information, most visual, from her and try to reciprocate when she's asleep. I assume I can feel it. The energy of the feeling of your twin flame, you're going to feel the presence right there in life, right next to you. You're going to feel their energy. You're going to feel their situations. You're going to feel everything about them when they're like life right in front of you. That it is the best experience I can tell you about feeling uh, feeling them. Okay, sometimes the mind can play games. If you want your twin flame so much, the mind can play games. That, oh yeah, I got a connection within my twin flame and so on. It's not real. Actually, it's a game from your mind. Sometimes there is a this energy of their consciousness within you talking with your consciousness inside. That still is not the connection. The connection is when you feel the presence. Sometimes maybe you feel like you're doing something, but actually it's like their energy is in the hand touching you. And you're like, whose hand is this? Boy, that is a very weird experience. That will freak up some people out. For real. For real. EO just answer to her questions. Yeah, that is it. If you go into the answer to her questions, that could probably to help to resolve conflicts and things that could be, as long there is not a programming situations. Okay, like answer questions that you maybe ask in there, and then you answer it back for. Grande, how we prepare, I think it is important to let go of everything all. Yes, exactly. As much as you can. Yeah, as much as you can. Mm. You got to be very careful with the sexual energies into the 5D, because this could be a energy that it's kind of like hooks you up. You should look at it, the energy of the soul when it makes intimacy with her soul and then with her body. Then that energy of spiritual intimacy is going to lock in. But if it's a strictly sexual energy, that it's still the old way of thinking and making intimacy situations. Spiritual intimacy is a whole another ball game. But even if you give it to a person, if the person is not ready, they're only going to be wondering what kind of like vibrations are those. How I never feel loved with nobody else. That is it, the famous spiritual intimacy that twin flames are catching up. They want it, they need it, but are they ready? They have to let it go of the old way, the old physicality, or the other side to this is like if they've been in situations they holding intimacy, they didn't have a good karmic situations and intimacy, or they never open up their masculine or feminine energies in there, then I cannot be opened. Okay, there could be a situations that's going to be triggers. So be careful with what kind of sexual energies you're sensing in there, because usually when the sexual energy is so much, that is the desire, the old desire that it's trying to move into a 5D, while actually there's going to be the spiritual love inside of it that it's connecting with the soul. When you see her, what do you see? Do you see the path of creations? Do you see the things that gives life? You know, the breast of the female that gives life. That's not sexual. When you see the energy that comes in, that feeds lives, you're going to appreciate the female's body on the whole another level. Whole another level. But the people are not ready for this. Juanita, not everyone to inflame on earth is supposed to be physical unions together. Yes, exactly. They're not supposed to. Some not. That it comes in if they reacted in the twin flame energy. The twin flame energy was presented to them. The gift was given to them. They make the call. They want the social, the soul way of life. They want to make these energies. They want to feel this. They want to do this. They want to come and they want to be. But they don't perform. A lack of performance. It's what a lot of the twin flames are not together. Tiffany, nice. It's not just about you and your twin flame partnership. When it is about your twin and healing yourself, your family, humanity, is not always about connection, just being physical with your twin flame. Yes, it's not just being a physical with your twin flame. Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. No. It is about when you getting with your twin flame, is you to be the example of healthy relationships in all levels. Mm-hmm. You to be the example You to be next to your twin flame in the hard times and situations and so on. Yeah, Sensei is crying. He probably one of his friends is walking out and he's crying for. Diamond B, yes. Exactly. I have to agree with you. Free will. All right. I ask again for more better intentions about it. Tiffany H, if you can make what kind of intentions, or if you're just giving me intentions to what to do in coming situations about twin flames, I can't help it. Sensei's crying. Yeah, okay. Come here, baby. Sensei, Sensei, Sensei. I'm gonna walk you out in a bit. Come here. Sensei. Oh, his friends are out. If he's crying like this, he's got a friends that he's playing with and he sees that. Yes, you're connected in the soul. Intentions, connecting in the soul. Is that what you want, Tiffany? That's not a problem. I'll be happy to get again to these energies of you guys picking up the topic of what you guys need. Back in the days when we started the chat, that was very beautiful, and I would love to continue to have this with. Okay, I have this blue pen. Okay, intentions. You are. And so, okay, that's very beautiful, actually. It's a very beautiful, beautiful topic. Tiffany H, thank you so much. Tiffany H. All right. All right, so to go back and close the session here, I want to say thank you all of you for participating in today's. For actually, it was great. Did you guys see it? That it was a great session. If you look at it, we see the one side, another side, and so on. But it was a great session because you illuminate us on the issues of things that we need to work on, things that we are gonna get into it, things that we are getting intentions of making decisions and thinking about them first before you make them. Uh, okay. Just on making decisions and thinking. First, before you make them. Okay. I got you, Tiffany. All right. All right. That is going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit and all in the descriptions of the video, but I'm going to be rephrase it probably because it's too long. In there doesn't allow me no more than 120 symbols, even with the spaces in there. But I will see how that's going to be. You are very authentic. You are. I asked for this authentic help and took me here. Thanks. You're welcome for the authentic helps. Actually, If you are new to the subscribed here to the live chat, or you're new to the channel, I will suggest you to go to the live videos from the beginning when we get the daily chat going on. And maybe what you're gonna find this authenticity that you're seeking. It's very powerful in there. It's that's what we begin with, and that's what we're trying to keep this authenticity here in the chat room clean and clear. It's beautiful because that's what it is for it. And Diamond B sent you all nothing but pure love, DV and I, Soul Tribe. Sending love to you all, to Grande, all of you. Diamond B, Divino, and yeah, Lorian, yes. I love you all, guys, because we are here to helping the others. One way or another, it is beautiful. So, Tiffany H, happy to help. You're welcome. And such beautiful energy here, and so much and humble. Yes, it has to be. The humanity had enough of all the depressions, all the manipulations, all the situations, all the toxicity, narcissism, so on and so on. We give them the healing part of the truth, of the honesty that actually is going to heal all this. We give them an answers. That is the power of the wounded healer. We give them an answers to heal, self-heal inside of that. That's the beauty of this chat room, guys. Okay? But we're also going. We're making the new energies. We're making the new road. We're paving new things. We're actually pulling so much for it. If you look at it from the last year to right now, how much work did we did? Right? It's all worth it at the end. All right, guys. I love you all so much. I'll see you tomorrow. And let's share the love and the light and appreciate you all. Be loved, guys. Here's some lots of gifts for you guys. Take it so much love as you need it. Be loved. See you tomorrow.